Andrew Penny, 547 Lakeside.
All right,
We have committee people on that?
no.
No.
Who's the other gentleman?
Could you identify yourself, sir? Crystal
Tony
Ball,
from Tony Shalava,
okay. What unit, Tony?
141 Pinehurst.
Thank you.
You get them? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll more comment that we talk about different things, but the only comment I have right now is I'm glad to be back doing something I love. And it's nice when you can go back and have John and the crew and everybody, you don't even lose a step. The place looks great. I appreciate it. And we'll talk about more things after. As we review the minutes.
The reason that are the November minutes is because we didn't have a quorum at the January meeting, we didn't have a December meeting, so we're they were distributed quite a while ago, and there's copies here for anybody that wants.
Okay.
Do we have to accept?
We do.
Move we accept?
Okay.
Second. Okay. All right, Jeff,
What I have is January landscape report.
Mhm.
The back area 238 by 42, we had one green Hawaiian tie put in at no charge. Back of 121 across from the lake, one of the columns, two bamboo columns, both in no charge. Front of 522, one Italian cypress at no charge. Your balance as of then was still $10,000. Your rainfall was 4.9 inches.
It's way above the January average.
Right. But we're still in a drought.
figure that out. Does anybody have any questions for Jeff?
Just send me a copy.
I can do that.
Thank you.
All right, do we have any on?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay.
Okay.
An owner at 620 Woodlawn sends the following: if possible, I know she's asking for and paying for planting of three trees, three trees, and she sent in a check for $200. She's requesting that we consider planting immemorial trees for the three owners that have passed away in recent months. Robin Mendoneri, Arlene Margetter, and Alan Margetter. And says, I am aware of the good work that the landscape people do here. I was hoping you could facilitate the planting of trees in memorial for my parents and daughter who loved it here. I hope this will cover the costs. And she sent a check for $200. We can buy trees easily for 75 to, we can buy 3 trees, or certainly 2 good ones.
I just purchased the double added nitty $15.
So is it up to
Well,
us where they're going, or?
I know she said that, you know, as long as it's in the Woodland area, then she'd be happy to.
We have spots up there, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, we've bought that thing in the boulevard that you can trade in
We
there.
can? Yeah, all right.
And the check, and the owner's name is Carol Manardi, Mainarci.
She live here or she just relative?
She lives here.
Oh, okay.
She lives at 620 Woodlawn.
So after reading that and got the check, talking to Jeff about being able to do it, I recommend we approve her request.
So move.
Three trees.
3 trees, yep.
All right, Jeff, put that in your notes. Do that. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You want the added nitty, the Christmas palms? They're less maintenance, you know, put them in the ground and they.
Sure.
stuff.
I would think so.
I would say that'd be good, Jeff.
I'll contact her.
Yeah.
And, you know,
We'll tell her, John will tell her that it's been approved. Yeah.
what the hell's an idiot?
I had an idiot, Christmas phone.
Stuck our language.
He always uses his language.
Okay. We have another request from Suzanne Lahr, and she's in the Woodlawn area at 608. I would request attention to the landscape area in front of our condo in the common area. If you're approaching our front door, it is the area which has many bare spots. As I look around and I see if you agree, snow queen hibiscus and vegetated arbicola are good choices. Also, I wonder if blah, blah, blah. Jeff went out and took a look at it and agrees that there is bare spot there, and that one of the things you and I were starting inventory needed to be filled in.
Yeah.
I think this falls within what we want to do,
Yes.
but you might want to explain what you saw, Jeff.
It's in front of Maxine Nassau's old place, 609 and 610.
Yeah, and this is 608, yeah.
And what it is, at one point there used to be grass there, and Maxine put oyster plants. Well, the oyster plants kind of took over the grass area.
Mhm.
Now the oyster plants are starting to die out.
Okay.
So it's kind of looking kind of nasty.
Yeah.
So she asked, I went over and talked to her, and she asked about what we put in there, and I said, well, we put snow queen hibiscus have done really well. And she likes the variegated arbicola. Because she never seen a snow queen. I said, well, basically it's a hibiscus that's got light green and dark green. She, oh, that's not lovely. So she wants like snow queens in the back and variegated old arbicolas in the front, like a step up area.
Yeah, like we have.
Like we have done before, like down by pool one, just
Yeah.
to make it look nice. So she's all in agreement with it, and that's what she wants.
So that sounds good.
Yeah, it's something we're in the process of inventorying anyway.
I mean,
And
yeah,
if
we
we can enhance that
we
area.
go around and get spots after the big, what we did for a few years. I think that'd be good. I think, what does everybody else think?
I totally agree that we need to keep doing stuff like that.
Ongoing.
We've got
Ongoing.
some bare spots.
Yeah.
We need to fill in.
All right, so I recommend that we honor her request. Jeff will take care of planting.
Okay.
Second,
Unanimous.
unanimous.
Okay, now, third request we have from an owner who's here. AJ?
Oh, yes. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good.
AJ, 522 Lakeside Drive.
Mhm.
Hello. So, I was telling John yesterday, I would like to have this tree replaced. I don't know who planted it, but it's fallen down. Yeah.
I just need to take it up.
Okay.
That's your Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Replace my stick. I mean, where's my stick? You took that.
Yeah, that's actually a triple Italian cycle.
Okay.
I just need to take it off and get it to go up, because it was in a pot for a lot of years.
Okay.
And it just kind of went forever.
Well, what I'm trying to accomplish is I would like some privacy. So if I can get a different type of tree, palm tree or something with two things I want to accomplish: privacy and shade. So, John, you talked about getting the bushes out of here and doing something.
Well, the original request he sent in was try to create some sort of berm. His unit is on the very end. As you go around the horseshoe, if you will, he's on the very end and he's exposed to the whole cluster coming toward him. And putting a berm there may be somewhat difficult. The height you need to give you the privacy you want. And so in looking at it, I thought, what happens is everybody kind of focused on his windows. And so it looked to me like if we took out some of the plants in the middle of his courtyard fence outside and put some sort of spreading palm there, like we've done.
Oh, like the weekends or.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, something there, it would give him not only the shade he's looking for, but because it's very quick growing, it would give him the protection of more or less blocking his window view. versus trying to put in a big
Yeah.
berm or
I don't
something.
mean it for, but yeah, I just use that word. So, yeah, whatever, fully flexible.
So that's what you're interested in, something to fill in,
Like a fishtail pond. Do that.
real quick and fill in for you.
Yes, yep, give me privacy and shade on that. My sun beats down inside that, I gotta keep my blinds closed.
Yeah.
It's like 20 degrees hotter in the kitchen.
Oh,
Like
sure.
10 AM, so.
Yeah.
I'm on the end, so.
But
Okay.
we did the same kind of thing at 327, I think, last year. People from Iowa.
Oh, for Jack,
Yeah, and
Who, Jack and Nancy?
yeah.
and
That's right, yeah.
and they came out of they came down when they came in this year and said, "Wow, your suggestion worked. Our got the shade we want."
It was the same deal. They had strong afternoon sun.
Yes.
So that type of thing is already working, you might say. So I think we can accomplish what you want.
Is that a fishtail pond?
Yeah,
What number are you in, Jay?
522 Lakeside.
So you're across from Dewhurst.
Yeah,
directly across.
Right,
They're 501.
right.
Oh, John. Yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're right across.
Yes, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get that morning sun, aren't you?
Oh, it doesn't end until 4, and then I have it on the side.
Yeah.
And
Because
have
I'm
it
at the end. So it's constantly, it's sun going down.
You guys did a nice Christmas.
Yeah, we
The lights display was really spectacular over there.
Thank you.
Did your mother, was she an original owner or?
Yeah, my grandfather was original owner of 1978 El Centro,
Yeah,
and passed it all along to my aunt and then my mom.
yeah, but I know there's a long history.
So does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that's not whatever you guys recommend. That
Okay.
sounds great.
So I recommend we honor his request. I have a second. All in favor? Okay.
There's something else. The resodding,
Mhm.
the grass, this needs to be replaced because it's all.
Let me see,
Yeah, is that not plug or?
Yeah,
See, this whole
Yeah,
this section area.
oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's well, too, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I looked around, I don't know what that is, but it's all like roots, like heavy root.
No.
And it's all throughout the whole front. Really.
Okay.
let's
Meet you halfway.
Hey,
I mean, for,
like a bill collector calls, man.
Alan,
Okay.
Alan, go to Jeff.
Yeah.
we'll put sod in there to get immediate response. We're
Yeah.
just waiting for August this time of year. They won't
Yeah,
grow that
the
fast
start will
anyway.
be quicker.
Great, you guys are great.
oh, like a fingernail too.
What is it?
It almost looks like a fingernail too. That's just, the stuff that, when they did the weed and feed, actually killed the stuff that wasn't supposed to be there.
Trying to pull it in it with my hand.
Yeah.
It is in there.
Yeah, and then,
So that'd be the best bet. We just pick it up and start it. Okay?
Great.
All right. Take care of that.
Anybody on the screen that has owner requests?
Tony, do you have a request? You're muted if you need to unmute.
Okay. Just what we've talked about with our tree.
That is the very large oak behind the unit that's causing the wall to start to heave.
Oh.
Remember we got there?
In Pioneer.
And we've had the issue for 6 months or more and really haven't taken any action on it.
Mhm.
Other than I guess we should make a trip out there again to reacquaint ourselves and make a decision on what to do.
Root prune, is that possible?
Pretty hard, Chris. It's slammed right up. It's on the outside, but it's a mega tree. And you hate to think about losing a tree.
Right.
Browns looked at it and they were concerned about root pruning that would potentially weaken the tree, have it not in good stance. And one of Tony's problems is that the roots go under the wall and are impacting his courtyard surface too. So I think we ought to resurrect a quick ride out there.
Yeah.
And make it a priority to discuss anyway. So it doesn't get further pushed back. Will that work, Tony?
No, that's fine. That's your convenience.
Yeah, we'll do that because you can even see the wall and like
He's one
really.
141.
141.
Yep.
Yep. We'll be out there.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be out there.
No problem. Just let us know when.
Okay.
You know, you can either send an email out or just give me a call. We'll make sure we're here.
Well, take care.
And we appreciate you looking into it for us.
Okay, no problem.
I kind of have a request.
Yeah.
I want, some people know I walk the easement back and forth, and there are some palms planted for privacy by where the homeless camp used to be. And the palms, most of them fell over. So I kind of propped them back up. And then so last meeting I requested a couple more to fill in. And the next day they were flat on the ground. So the request really is to whoever is planting those, receive some training on how to plant them. They have no root. They have very small root and they have a high top. So the top heavy, they're going to fall over. That's what happened with most of them. So I've been able to, I think I've saved most of them, but whoever planted them needs to understand how to do it. So they don't fall.
Was that a?
Can we probably?
That was me. The problem with that is there's hardly anything to dig down in there. So it's hard to dig any hole, to put anything in it without.
Yeah.
So I got them in as far as I could, without digging the root or of all the trees and everything that are down there.
Well, there is quite an open space there, and the whole idea, as we talked about originally, is want to fill in that space so people don't have to look at that trail.
Right.
And it does need more, and I think you have helped what you did, because I thought the other day what you did.
Good.
But well, maybe we can get some more. Maybe we can get some post hole diggers and dig it down in there.
Actually put them in a while back, and actually the first one I put in for actually was pretty good. And then counting them in and
See, it's on the other side. of the fence.
it cleared
Are
them
they
out.
outside the fence?
Yeah.
So they,
Well, they're across the lake, but it's really our property right there.
yeah.
And we did have another poacher in there, and he set up really serious. He had a tent, he had clothes hangers, trees.
You like that one?
Yeah. Agreed. We saw it, right? Anyway, we called the county, and then we got a beautiful letter from one of the owners to the commissioners. And the next day, they were in with more than a pickup truck load with white clothes. Yeah, and two golf. I mean, grocery carts. He had the whole thing going. Yeah, he's gone now.
so they basically,
Yeah, he's out of there. But I mean, he was yelling, screaming, and he was not a happy camper. No pun intended. But there is one down in the bush way back that nobody can see, and we saw him yesterday. So yeah, the one's back in,
yeah, because
Back in there.
way up on the right side.
Half where the palms are. on the
Yeah,
right side. And the Brazilian pepper.
Well, they're going to get a very healthy bath of coyote urine, or no, skunk juice. Yeah, we've been spraying skunk juice in there. So they may be wanting to
because I noticed
vacate pretty soon.
the ones that used to sit across the street during the day by Applebee's. They're not there. You know where they are?
No.
They're over by Culver. Because it was them with the wheelchair and everything and the whole bunch.
Yeah.
So they just migrate.
The one gentleman's at it by Applebee's every once in a while.
Are they back?
And over by.
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
I saw him the other day.
There was a girl there
But he's not
yesterday.
there all the time.
There was
They're
a girl
back and
yesterday
forth,
all the
I
time.
guess, yeah.
Anyway, okay,
Okay.
that's a good point, and we should add some more to it, and we should see what we can do, okay?
All right.
Good point, thanks.
Any other owners' requests? All
No,
right,
just a comment. The guys came out in our neighborhood yesterday and took all the leaves that were on the ground and clogging up everything. They did a hell of a job. Just wanted to comment on that yesterday. Cleaning
Thank
up
you.
our area.
okay,
Um,
and we got the landscape cleanup guide.
This was a draft
Yeah,
that we put together. Tiffany and Max were gonna review it, and Tiffany ended up having all kinds of family come in, and then now she's in New Zealand. So they're not gonna get a chance to go over that until they get back, so.
okay,
It was just, we put something together as a starting point, start the discussion, add anything to it, delete anything, change anything. I'm not married to this document, so.
no, I read it and I'm strongest advocate in the world of people taking part in the landscape. I mean, because my idea is the more people are aware of what we're doing, the less complaints you get because they, oh, no wonder, you know, fine. And like the cleanup that, you know, and back there with the volunteers, everything like that, to get the people more involved is fine with me. The only problem I had is I don't think we should probably have the trees in here because I don't want people up on a ladder doing something with the trees and, you know, we'll just leave that to ourselves because you're gonna get hurt. Like the lady that stripped the trees in your place.
Right.
You
Well,
know, I don't think the trees should be involved.
I would agree with you, Peter.
okay, what we meant by this is not the big trees. This was the little seedlings that have come up and start to take over an area.
Oh, small things. you know.
Yeah, just the small, yeah, we're not interested in
No,
removing.
see, because I don't want people on ladders or and saying, oh, it says a tree, that's fine, you know, so we can maybe
You might want to change that so that it refers to suckers and.
no more than what, 2 feet, 3 feet high.
You don't want people with chainsaws.
No, we may need to add something in here. I don't even, it's been so long since I've actually did this. Anything that needs to be removed, the chainsaw needs to be done by, you know, we need to then bring that back to grounds.
By us.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anything they're gonna hurt themselves doing it.
Yeah.
Good.
Why don't we table it to the next meeting?
Sure.
So give Tiffany and everybody a chance.
And if you would, if you've got some time, take a look, give me some comments, scribble on it. You know, you can shoot a photograph of it back over to me.
As I see it, you're looking more to keep the ground level areas looking somewhat decent.
Yeah.
What you did behind the 600 buildings really turned out nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
we had one owner who was a little bit upset about the habitat of the animals in there, but I think that they're very proactive in what they've done back there.
Oh, no, I thought that was great, and I mean, you have to go with the majority of the people.
Sure.
And everybody like that. We had one resident that didn't talking about but believe me, after you saw what was in there, only animals who would be in there will be rats. You're not gonna get any of the, you know, they'll be in the more in the wild here. So so we'll table that. Guys can go over and fine tune it.
They found a couple 15-year-old beer cans. They found a football.
Couple footballs.
Yeah, I don't know how old they were, and they still had air in them.
But I went by with John and it looks really good. Yeah.
That area that's right there behind Barb.
Yeah.
That still need, you know, we quit after all that happened, and there's still some stuff in there that needs to be cleaned out. We found there is some back.
Yeah,
We'll look at it.
Pete and I were gonna do a ride yesterday and bubbled up maybe this afternoon.
Yeah, sure.
And in the area that we did behind my unit, that's got some stuff coming back up in it too. I've been kind of sidelined with Achilles problems, so
Okay.
I haven't been. There's stuff out there, just weeds that have come back up now, and they need to be pulled out.
All right.
There's some stuff out there that needs to be done. I just haven't been able to get out, do that kind of stuff right now.
You and Greenlaw from the 49ers, huh?
Yep.
So that's good. We'll fine tune that, go over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then by next meeting, Tiffany and Max will have a chance to look at it.
Okay, good. Sure. Any other comments from the committee itself?
Yeah, I
Alan.
just wanted to remind everyone that we really need to do something behind 120 or 122 and 43rd Street or Avenue, whichever it is, where it's open to the street and open to all the noise.
That's what we were talking about with these palms that Davis brought up, the same area.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah. I haven't gotten too many complaints from the people, but a little bit.
Well, when they first got opened up, they were, Steve and Tanya, they had their view was just wide open there, so. And what's happening is some of those trees are starting to grow in now, and that's helping it, but we gotta augment it. No question about that.
Okay.
The walkway that goes to pool 5, that goes through Cluster R where I live, had a lot of dracaena, and several people complained that the leaves were potentially dangerous to people walking because they were at eye level and they were sharp pointed. And so I had one guy that told me, he says, I wear my sunglasses whenever I walk through here. And so, but they did recently clip them.
Okay,
So that seems to alleviate it. I would recommend, though, in the future with walkways like that, don't plant dracaena. They drop a ton of leaves. I raked up more than a bushel basketful
yeah,
of dracaena leaves that keep dropping there. And so I don't think they're a good plant for walkways like that.
all right, well,
Or should they be lowered?
Well, they grow back. I would say that it's just a matter of keeping them trimmed maybe, but it's not the best plant for that area. And in some cases, maybe some of them could be eliminated. There's plenty there.
all right,
We can look at
we'll look at that too, sure, all right.
And one other thing, I sent out a thing about Tropicflora is having their sale this 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And so I would hope that maybe the association might get out and buy some plants.
Where is that?
Televast. Televast on
Televast,
the
yeah.
other side of 301 is about a mile. That 301 on the right hand side. And they're one of the biggest bromeliad growers in the country. They have a lot of plants.
Okay,
nothing we can buy from there that would fit in for Mrs. Lauer.
No.
okay,
Question.
sure.
Landscape type electrical lighting stuff that's outside the buildings. Is that the landscape committee or is that the building committee? I think I've asked this before.
Well, most of the expense, let's put it this way, you're talking about the maintenance of them?
Yeah.
Like basically our landscape people or Jeff does. You get light bulbs out, Jeff gets that. Our landscape committee, when they have time, they are not committee, our landscape boys clean them. And so, and when we buy lights, everything is charged for landscape. So,
There's a junction box on the sign going into Oakview across the street from me that somebody removed the cover off of it. It's still off.
okay, we can replace that.
Somebody pulled the,
Is it electrical or is it cable?
no, this is electrical. This is part of the light that
Base.
lights up the pump.
Yeah.
Or it comes up out of the ground. It's
So you jump over by 47?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having electrical issue there. That's why it's off.
okay.
They have wiring on. The two lights that are actually on the walkway to like going into pool 7 for the walkway is. They like coming on and going off by themselves. Even though they're not connected to the original wiring that I had them hooked up to. I disconnected everything, they still had power. I've been over there, I turned every breaker off. Sometimes they light up, sometimes they don't. I feel a whole, it's the weirdest thing. I went over to have them place the light at WX21 when you gave us warning.
Yeah.
I pulled the top off, there's 2 wires coming out of there. One wire is actually hooked to the light, the other wire has been knotted off. That was actually connected back to WX20, which actually is connected back to where the sign is, where they popped it. Everything is disconnected between those lights. But yet somehow they still keep coming on, still keep going off. And I have no idea. So when I have to get hold of Kenny, the electrician, have him hook it up and actually trace the wires back to where the problem is. I think is when we actually have enough rain and water, it gets in through the area that actually caused the short in the first place, which makes the connection underground because you have water in there. Water connects electricity, carries electricity, which actually lights up those 2 lights. It's the weirdest thing. Jack and I have been trying to figure it out for the past couple months. I have no idea. But that's why they're undone, because I'm trying to figure out what everything's working. I know what I hooked up for, but I still can't figure out why those 2 lights are still doing what they're doing, even though they're not connected. That's why it's handled off.
Okay. I
Does that
understand.
make sense?
Yeah, but what I would do is I'd put the plate back over it just so it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like it's been just forgotten.
No.
And then,
Just hasn't been forgotten.
okay, on where the gravel path that goes back to pool 7,
Mhm.
there's a piece of Romex that's exposed across the gravel. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Yeah, I've covered that up a couple times.
There's about a 5-foot section of it, it's back exposed. And
I'll
that's,
dig it deeper and cover it back up again.
yeah, because that's golf carts running over it and stuff, that's
Yeah,
the-
maybe tell.
that's a problem. That's where he goes back in there with a golf. That or somebody could just trip on
Yeah.
it, not see it because it blends in with the gravel pretty close.
Okay. Any other, owners comment? Anybody? No? Okay. So we can schedule the next meeting. Yeah.
Under my calendar. Here we go. Okay, let's see, March. The 3rd Thursday would be the 21st, yeah, the 21st.
21st of March?
Mhm.
Okay.
Work for everybody?
It's good for everybody? Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
What's the average size of
if
homes
there's
being
nothing
built
else,
today?
I,
Because
move
10
we
years ago,
adjourn.
they were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But then I think the
Second. Move we adjourn.
Adjourn.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.